Hey, today I'd like to start off by saying happy Easter, guys. Um, because I know it's that holiday time, but I also just wanted to say, oh, we need rubber? We need rubber. We need one rubber for this clock. I'm not sure it's quite necessary, but now we got a clock. Look at that, it's a tiny little clock. Let's go put that into our pre-war. Hey, what's going on, chill? Look at this, we have a pre-war little house. Well, it's called a pod, but I mean, who gives a shit, right? Let's just enjoy it. And it's going pretty good, honestly. If I'm being honest with you, homie, it's going pretty freaking good. Let's look at lighting options here. Turns on those charms, and then I am in his arms. Hey, what's going on, bro? I love these old songs. I love Fallout, man. I will absolutely love Fallout, bro. 110%. A hamper. It's good to see you guys too. So glad I have a loyal following, guys. Like I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Like and I remember all you guys. You know. Like I'm so glad you guys support me, man. You know. Furniture, tables. Yep, tables is what we need. Bedside table. That looks kind of modern, a little bit. You know. You're the only streamer with a 9 to 5 that doesn't cry over a mean comment. Not gonna lie. You know, I am the genuine article. You know, I don't pretend to be something I'm not. You know, I just believe in hard work. I'm not saying hard work always pays off, you know, because that's kind of misleading. But I don't want to tell people to give up because that's just, I don't know, it feels wrong. It feels dirty to tell somebody, hey, you know, your hard work isn't going to pay off, so why even try? That's just the wrong energy. That's an energy that I want no part of, you know, and honestly, it's a negative energy. Yeah, for sure. And like I was saying, you know, that's a very negative energy, and I feel that energy just grosses me out. Ooh, look at that! It fits perfectly. Bam! And then we're gonna put that like little lamp right there. Oh shit! Boom! Not enough lighting for the bedroom, so we'll just put one of these in there. Yeah, that did the trick. We'll put one in the hallway. I'm making like a pre-war house kind of deal. So I'll give you.
Hey. Go ahead. Here. Affirmative. Wait there.
So as you guys can see, it's pretty modern looking. I mean, it definitely doesn't look like something out of Fallout. You know, obviously this is pre-war. Um, so here is the like little living room area with a ceiling fan. I got a little radio. We're going to switch this one out for a pre-war radio when I can make one. I think I can because I got the circuitry for it, I believe. Let me double check real quick for y'all. Oh, we have arcade machines now, apparently. Ooh, do we want a television? These kind of remind me of that BMW. I forget what it's called. It was a weird one-seater little car like that. Just looking at all the different like little things. Enclave communications tower. We don't want to build that here. We don't. I don't know what it does. I don't know if it's going to send the enclave over here to try to take over the joint. This would need like a little thing. Ooh, that's a fancy looking little radio. You know, I think we will do that. I think we will totally throw this radio. We'll put this radio in this person's house. Boom. I can listen to it while eating sugar bombs. I like this stylistic little radio. It looks so different from everything else that we have. Ooh, 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 that looks cool. Boom. Bam. Damn. Let's go ahead. Decorations. I think the TVs are in here, and let's go for a pre-war looking one. So I got the Creation Club pack or whatever and downloaded some of these things. The Sicilian espresso machine. Too bad this actual grill won't actually work as a cooking item, because in order to get like an actual like thing for crafting, modern furniture. I mean, we could totally put these shelves in here somewhere. I don't know if I want to move this like right there. Maybe. The problem with putting it right here is this is a large gap with the venting and ducting and stuff. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe we could swap the furniture. Maybe we could do something like this and have be a chair, like, I don't know, maybe right here, and throw this in this corner, maybe potentially. Or perhaps we could do. I don't think I like to look at that. It was fine the way it was, honestly, not gonna lie. No one's gonna get that close to notice it, honestly. This place would be really nice to sit down and like smoke a cigar and like read a book and listen to while listening to like the radio.
The mayor's office has the mayor himself insists that the fears raised in the article are unfounded. But between
Yeah, you need local leader too to start building this shit, which pisses me the fuck off in all legitimacy because I mean, you literally can't build these at your establishments. And same thing with like the trader stuff. Which is just it's irritating. It is such an irritation. Was there no TVs in here? Where was the TVs? Were they in decorations? Miscellaneous? Aha. I need some more circuitry and then we can, boom, we can have it.
Got the show on the road.
Did we have like a telephone in here? Oh, there's copper. Where do we find circuitry? Come on, there's gotta be like a telephone somewhere around here. I don't see why radios don't have circuitry inside them. Radios should have circuitry, copper, a tiny bit of plastic and wood. I'm just saying, like, some of the items should have more stuff in them, which is unfortunate that they don't. A large cigar box. There's no hot plates around here either. Well, that's stinky. Since this ashtray has like cigarettes and stuff in it, like cigarette butts and ashes, we're gonna bring that into our home. Based. But no stove? How are we supposed to cook anything? There isn't a trash can. That's crazy that there's no trash can. I think this was an interesting like little table. There's no bookshelf or anything like that. Wait a minute, yeah there is.
I'm sure many of you have heard tales of the sailors who were trying to escape. While it is possible to say for sure, so it makes sense that they're keeping a low profile. It's a dangerous idea, and it's met by some very mixed reactions around the Commonwealth. I guess if you are out there, good luck finding it. Harkening back to the days when searching for radioactive material was something to look forward to.
Hey.
You point, I shoot.
I'm sure there's like a hot plate or maybe even a telephone in here. Yep. This phone actually looks like in really good condition. Alrighty, we got some stuff. We're gonna actually save the phone. But it's going in our little office here. The other thing, pack of cigarettes, we're saving those. It would look better on the bedside. I got some cigarette cartons in there. Let's go. I have to destroy it. Damn it. I'll find another one. It's a little oversized. I think right there would be pretty good. Holy shit. I could have sworn I seen Mama Murphy creeping around. What to say? She does not have permission to enter my home. You guys cannot lie. This is like the ultimate like living room. I mean, like, let's be honest. Two paintings. Personally, I'd have maybe like a little plant in the corner. Like in that corner, I'd have like a plant, like a tropical looking plant. I'm a huge fan of fish tanks. I love fish, so little ceiling fan. You can sit in here. You can smoke. Got some art here. Yeah, dude, this is quality. We gotta find sugar bombs. We need sugar bombs. Where's my sugar bombs? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's see here. That's a good looking little home, honestly, I ain't gonna lie. Let's see here. Let's see here. Creations installed. I'm going to Bunker Hill.
Should the need arise, this fortification would make an excellent fallback point.
Near the waterfront, so it'd be this way, I'd assume.
You got it. Go.
Drugged in. I don't want to go in there. Oh, this direction would be east. So
The only way you get older in this job is soon. Hey, Doc.
Dangerous world out there. Good thing, too.
Uh-huh. Patch me up, Doc.
You have any of those...
Feeling sick. I think it's written.
All right. Let's... And that's that. Anything else bothering you?
That was it.
Off you go, then.
Hey, Doc.
Dangerous world out there. Good thing, too. Otherwise, no bit...
I need some supplies, Doctor.
I got loads of stim packs, chems, you name it.
okay, hold on. I like the question you're asking. Give me 1 second. Let me grab my phone so I can pull up the chat so I can read your question in its entirety. Because the PlayStation, for whatever reason, only lets like the comment on screen only lets me see it for a brief little bit there. Where's my phone? Oh, and by the way, guys, my plan on moving to Florida has fallen through, so I'm staying in Ohio. I know nobody asked, but I just thought I might say that. And today felt like such a good day. Like, I got to drive down some old country roads. Light traffic. Actually, traffic was like non-existent. I was listening to Tom Petty in the Camaro. And I was wearing my Hawaiian shirt. And I was wearing like these dark grayish jeans. And I was wearing my sunglasses. Had my watch on. Bro, I had it going on. Heyo. Let's go to YouTube.
That's the USS Constitution. Mystery.
Oh, here we go.
Can't pick this.
So it's saying search around the place. Like right here. Okay, let's figure out this side quest. I don't want to buy a GMC Arcadia or Terrain. I don't care. I don't know why YouTube keeps pulling me into like the GMC website. I'm not trying to buy a SUV. And that's all GMC is these days. It's just SUVs. They don't have any actual cars. Well, I mean, I guess they have trucks, but I'm not trying to buy a GMC truck. I'd much rather buy like a 90s Ford F-150. So your question reads, let's see. Let me turn down the volume so I don't hear myself talk. God, that's annoying. If you could work any job you want, like a fantasy, realistic job, what would it be? Well, it's a very simple. I would want to work for DARPA. I would want to work for the Department of Defense and various companies that I would want to be part of the process of building ICBMs. I want to be the guy manufacturing nukes. Plain and simple. I mean, nothing's more badass than, hey, what's your job? I build missiles for the government. Like, that's badass. I'm sorry. That's too cool. That is too cool. That is such a bragging right. Yeah, I build the Trident 3 ICBMs. Like, dude, that'd be based. Or like the Minutemen ICBMs. Or, you know, just any kind of defense job where you're building, like, I don't know, M1 Abrams battle tanks or, you know. Like, that's cool. Like, that's cool. What was I supposed to do? Oh, yeah. Read Note to Travelers. Oh, wait a minute. I see it. I'm on the road. I'm on that road because I'm an apprentice. Very nice, man. I wanted to take up an apprenticeship in HVAC, but and that's what I would have done if I were to have moved to Florida, which is honestly a much better career path than the one that I'm currently on. I'm just a simple security guard. Now I gotta find this Charlie character, it looks like. I don't know, man. I lead a pretty simple life, you know. I don't need all the high-tech stuff. I mean, some of it's cool, yeah, you know, but I mean, I guess when it comes to my hobbies, that's where my simple life kind of gets flipped upside down. Um, a lot of my hobbies include Charlie Smirk. I know whenever I hear Charlie, I instantly think of like Charlie Kirk. Man, what a guy, man. I feel so bad about what happened. I mean, I have honestly gotten so much more into debating. I love talking politics and religion and ideologies, philosophies, governments. You know, a lot of, you know, you can learn a lot from just reading history, you know, and it doesn't even have to involve formulating a biased opinion either. You just, you know, you read how certain empires rose and fell. You know, you read about how certain governments and certain like economics. You know what I mean? Like if you just research stuff, you'll form your own opinion. You know, and I think that that's more important than trying to follow the opinions of other people. It's trying to figure it out yourself. Of course, you know, if other people influence you a certain way because, you know, they articulate their opinions like thoroughly in a way that makes sense, you know, then yeah, I mean, like, you know, you can do that too, but for me personally, I like formulating my own opinions about stuff. And you know, like, oh, uh-oh. I hear a vertibird. Yeah, Brotherhood of Steel vertibird too. See the red on the tail fins there? That's how I know it's a Brotherhood of Steel vertibird.
Other side's chained up.
I'm pretty sure. I could be mistaken though. Well, damn, Charlie died in this version too. That sucks. That's not a cheap dark humor joke either. I mean that genuinely sucks. I thought we were gonna meet like a whole NPC and go on like a whole side quest stuff to earn this condo, but we just looted a dead corpse to get it. USS Constitution.
Scanning. Accessing pre-war records. Record found. 108th Infantry Regiment, 2nd Battalion. Ahoy there. 'Tis Providence, a member of the Congressional Army, is delivered to us in our hour of need.
I was in the Army, but what's the Congressional Army?
Standing orders, sir. Proclamation 3. All members of the U.S. Army are hereby members of the Congressional Army. The captain requests your presence on the bridge. At the double quick, sir.
My favorite naval vessel in all the history of naval vessels has to be the Italian, the Amerigo Vespucci. Such a beautiful boat. The USS Constitution is also pretty much up there as well. So boom, we can pretty much. There we go. Wow. I got my own desk. I have my own terminal. Let's go. Let's get this shit. Blackbird report. Whenever I see like Blackbird, the first thing that jumps into my mind is the SR-71, my favorite plane of all time.
Blackbird spotted. Badly injured. Way too many hostiles for the runner to engage. Request assistance from HQ.
Yeah, I love planes, guys. I'm sorry. Some people with autism love trains. My autism loves planes. Um, you know, the B-2 Spirit, the B-1B Lancer, the SR-71 Blackbird, the F-35 Lightning II, the A-10 Warthog, the Thunderbolt II, the AH-64 Delta model Apache longbow. The obviously my personal favorite, obviously being the SR-71 and the F-14 Tomcat. But both are tied. I can't pick one over the other. Obviously the you know, the SR-71 is a reconnaissance plane, and the F-14 Tomcat is a fighter jet. So I mean, kind of different. The F-4 Phantom 2s are pretty cool. The old planes like the P-51 Mustang and the B-25 Liberator, the B-17 Flying Fortress, the even like man, it's crazy to say this, but I like some of the German World War II aircraft, like the Messerschmitt and the Ju-87. Oh, and the F4 Corsairs. Those things are badass naval aircraft. What's going on over here? Whoa, look at all that food. Hell yeah. Ooh. Dude, I would kill for a place like this. And there's more rooms upstairs? Pfft, damn, son. Where'd you find this? Damn. I got a shitter? Sweet. I got a kid's room. Well, I only have Sean, and he's older than me. Let's go in here. Ooh. Ooh. I don't mind if I do. I love Fallout. I'm sorry. This is one of my favorite video games of all time. Easily. Intelligence bobblehead. Perception bobblehead. Repair bobblehead. There's a couple bobbleheads that we're not getting right this second. Obviously, you know, we're missing the small guns bobblehead, I think. Sneak, science, perception. There's an endurance and a strength one. So my build is kind of taking a strange avenue, so to speak, here. Because you see, I want to get heavy gunner and strong back, but I also, in doing that, will increase my carry weight by about 20. Which, by the way, we're carrying pretty light right now in Fallout. We're carrying 212 when we could be carrying 265. But I would like to get us close to that 300-pound mark of carry weight, just because it's convenient. Oh, damn. So I have a storage room. I have another storage closet. A huge condo like this is pretty awesome. I can't lie, I love this place already. Another bathroom. So you got 2 bathrooms.
Stay on point. Your instincts seem to be right on target.
Ooh, a Mr. Handy model. That's pretty cool. Well, now I got a Sentry bot and a Mr. Handy. Robco's pretty cool. So look, you can totally do whatever you want down here. I personally would set up a power armor station or 2. Looks like there's a weapon rack right here. We can get rid of this and turn it into a weapon room. Definitely. But, you know, like I was saying earlier, I'm a simple guy, in all honesty. I like cars. I'm a Ford guy. You know, not too big on the Chevys, but I own a Chevy. I own a Camaro. And what do you call it? You know, I like affordable luxury. Like Adidas to me, or Nike's considered not like luxury. You know, obviously. To some people, I mean, obviously, there are some Nikes that you can only get if you like bid on them and stuff, and there are some Nikes that are crazy, and I'm not talking about that. I mean like the basic Nikes that you find at like your Walmart or whatever, or Meijer, or just, you know, the basic non-special Nikes that are just white and black or whatever, plain Jane simple. Same thing with like Adidas. Or as it's properly known, Adidas. But I like motorcycles. I don't have one yet. What was I saying? Oh yeah, about being a simple guy. I don't know. I like guns and collecting models, specifically on model cars, tanks, aircraft, boats, like naval vessels and such. Haven't necessarily gotten one yet, but I would like to. But I like putting together models or collecting pre-built die-cast models, obviously, like Hot Wheels and such. But you know, I love cars. I like movies, comics, books, video games. I like media like that. Obviously, someone from like the 1950s, they might have consumed a lot of radio, like listening to the radio and such, because that was a humongous thing. And I've taken a bit of an interest to it, but it's not on the daily. It's not a constant thing that I like doing. Mainly because I don't really have my own radio, but besides the one in my car. I like Legos, but I haven't built a Lego set in over a year. Like since I moved out over here into like my one bedroom apartment, I brought like I think two or three. No, the only Lego I have here, the only Lego set I have here is my DeLorean from Back to the Future. And it was this humongous Lego set. And I built it. It's huge, and it sits on a display. But that's the only one I have. I have a bunch of like Lego Star Wars, and I want to say my favorite Lego line is Bionicle. But I just don't really have a humongous drive to build a bunch of Legos right now because of time and space. I don't have the space to just put a bunch of Lego sets down. I'm saving this head for later. I have plans for this. I'm just playing. I'm not like that. Ooh, an umbrella stand. How gentlemanly. A typewriter, a cigar box. Swanson. Deezer? Where's Deezer?
Hey, Deezer.
93% of all visitors prefer Deezer's lemonade.
We're keeping you alive.
Enjoy.
Uh-huh.
We're keeping Deezer alive. Chinese officer sword. I think we've had enough. We just annihilated Covington. Covenant. Oh my god, that creature was giving me such a hard time, this thing. When I first came here at like level 5, these things are kicking my ass. I think it's actually only level 3. Yeah, and now I can just like obliterate them. Honestly, part of me wants to max out my agility and then get the agility bobblehead so that I have permanently like 11 agility baseline, because right now I'm at like what, 8 agility? Yep, I'm level 8 agility. And my agility is 12, so at 11 I'd have 15 agility, which is honestly just, that's cracked. Um, the amount of action points you have is cracked. Because here's the thing, right? With all those action points, you can run for a long time, especially if you get like 6 endurance. You can pretty much run forever. Damn near. Well, not really. But if you get moving target 4, or not 4, but 3, sprinting cost 50 fewer action points. So yeah, once you get that with 15 agility and if you get 10 or even 11 endurance, yeah, you can basically live. It's like having stamina up from Black Ops Zombies. You can just run forever. One more charisma, and I can have workstations at settlements, and it would also boost the charisma, which makes speech checks a little easier. Which is fine, I guess, but I don't know. Getting my intelligence maxed out so I can get nerd rage is kind of petty. Main reason being I want to get to the destroyer of Arcadia. Sorry guys, for those synth lovers out there, I'm sorry, but I don't do the synths. And I'll tell you guys why. Let me pull up my other character. Wait a minute. Alright, so yeah, this is my other character. Yeah, this is my, this is the home I've put the most effort into. I put a lot of effort into this, as you guys could probably tell. $40 value, and I have 19 of these. Destroyer of Arcadia. When your health reaches below 20%, you do 4 times damage for 30 seconds. So that's the deal. 4 times damage. At max rank, you do 40% more damage. Like, that's just crazy work. When I hit below 20%, I feel bad for whoever comes my way. Because I'm not dying, I'm whooping ass. For reference, that's more damage than like a full-on sneak attack. You know, that's a lot more damage than a full sneak attack when my health drops below 40 or 20%. Which again, I feel really fucking bad for whoever's attacking me, because a 40% damage resistance on top of a 50% damage resistance, dog, dog. I'd basically be damn near invincible. And I believe time even slows down. Yep, time slows down. So in other words, I can just, it's basically like Jet. You can just demolish, you can just pop enemies so quick. Like, it's insane. Alright guys,